Yo, it's your boy Sturdy. My mic was muted for a couple seconds. My bad. I forgot. But yeah, the guys are running a little late. So it's me here, about to discuss some of the Exorcist Part 3. I'll tell you guys this. My first time seeing it. And I know I'm gonna say it again when James gets here. But this didn't feel like an Exorcist movie to me. Not even like an exorcism type of movie. I know it wasn't an exorcism movie, so to speak. They're same title, whatever. I feel like I'm not gonna tell you guys my rating, but I'll say this. I think if this had a different title, I would have liked it a little more. That's all I can really say right now without giving you guys my rating. Um, I'm not mad I watched it. I'll say that. But I think I was just expecting more. I really do. I think I was just expecting more, and it makes me want to go back and actually watch the original and possibly even part two. I've never seen part two. I've only seen the original a few times, and I haven't seen the original in years. So it makes me want to go back and watch the original and kind of figure out how I really feel about part. Maybe it'll make me like part three more. Maybe it'll make me like part three a little less. Honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. But again, that's yeah, let me matter of fact, let me pull this intro up for you guys. And then we'll go from there. Oh shit. Another episode of Horror with Sir Sturdy. And we are reviewing The Exorcist Part 3. What do you think we feel about this? What do you think we feel about this? By the way, shout out to SLV Horror. Go check it out if you haven't already. Go to slvhorror.com. Go check out SLV Horror on YouTube. But what do you think we'll feel about this film? Stay tuned, because as soon as I shut the fuck up, we're all gonna start talking about it. Yes. So welcome to the madness, people. Welcome to the madness. Yep. Exorcist 3. Welcome to the madness. Welcome to the madness. I do gotta let you guys know what we do have upcoming though. Really quick, what I have upcoming, I should say. So this Thursday, up next, episode 306, we're reviewing The Thing, which you guys know, 1982. 40th anniversary is this Saturday, but we're gonna review it this Thursday. And I'm excited about that. I haven't seen that one in a little bit, but that's one that I know will get a lot of love from people, for the most part, from what I remember, from what I feel and what I've heard and had in conversations with others. But yeah, man, this is Exorcist 3.
What's up?
What's up, man? What's up, Chris?
No James tonight?
No, him and the wife went out to dinner. So he's running a few minutes late.
Gotcha.
He's running a little late. I just dropped the intro real quick, and I'm just introducing the episode and stuff. I didn't say my rating out loud yet. I think I'm gonna wait till James gets here just so we can kind of discuss that portion of it.
Okay.
But what I was saying, and I know I'm gonna say it again when James gets here as well. This didn't feel like an Exorcist movie to me.
Okay.
All the way through. I mean, maybe bits and pieces. And I think if it had another title, again, I'm not saying my rating yet. If the title was different, I think I may have liked it a little bit more.
Okay.
Not much, but maybe half a point to maybe a full point more. I'll just getting with that. But it just, I don't know. There was just something I'm just like, it's not bad, but it's not like, it's not something like, oh shit, I need to go back and watch this again. What I will say though, it does make me want to go back and watch the original again. I haven't seen the original in a few years, so it makes me want to go back and watch the original. And I've never seen the sequel, so just to watch it, you know what I mean.
Shit,
and if I
there's
do
like
that,
7 of these now, aren't there?
well, this is supposed to be connected. No, because what you're thinking of, like the exorcism of or something like that.
No. There's like, I think
Are you
6
sure?
or yeah, I want to say like the Exorcist Beginnings. What was the other? There was like 2 or 3 others. I'm almost positive. Yo, let me hop out and come back in because this thing's acting glitchy real quick.
Yeah. He'll be right back.
I don't know if that's better. Can you say something?
Yep. You good?
Yeah, I don't know. It's doing something with like behind me, and your voice is kind of like almost sounds like it's too loud, but it's not. You know what I mean? Distorted or whatnot.
Really?
Yeah, it may not be you. It may not be you. It might just be fucking Restream or me.
That's crazy. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. I can hear you
Oh
fine. It just sounds like you're at a good level, but it almost sounds like it's like peaking, like how it gets distorted when you're fucking all the way into red.
no. Ah.
It's weird. It might be my setup because it's doing something to my camera too, over my shoulder here with my background, which I don't have anything on.
Not
Like I'm
sure.
not on green screen or nothing. But yeah, I
Exorcist
want
two.
to say the
Oh, you're right. No, there's
Exorcist
five.
franchise. Gotcha.
Yeah, there's five because there's the original. There's Exorcist two. There's
Three
this one right here, part three,
beginning.
Exorcist beginning, and then a prequel too, which means I'm
What
gonna have
up?
to,
What up? We
means I
don't
have
know
to.
who you are, but we appreciate you being here.
Yes, yes. What's up? How's it going? Hope your day's going good. Hope your day's going great. Um, if you do want your name and likeness and all that to pop up, there's the first link. Just click that for Facebook users only. Then you can have your name and likeness, your picture pop up if you want. You don't have to. But yeah, Restream is weird like that. Sometimes it makes you do it multiple times.
But yeah, I mean, yes and no. That's kind of like literally just before I came because I'm still doing dinner and shit. I gotta hop like back in a few minutes to go turn off my noodles before they're past the al dente stage. You know what I'm saying? But I was literally just
What's up, Joe?
before doing. What up, Joe? Just before doing that and then coming in here, I was into John and I was kind of like, I wonder what they're gonna say. But I do want to like go back and watch all of them because I did like how this one ties in a few things.
There, I switched to
There you
mute.
go.
That's me.
But yeah, did it feel like an Exorcist movie? I mean, in order for it to feel like an Exorcist movie, it's got to be creepy, demonic, and give you a little bit of a oh shit, what the fuck factor. I feel like it missed a little bit on some of those, but I feel like they still tried to stick to the formula on it. So to me,
Mhm.
it wasn't anything that was like, what the fuck is this the same as Exorcist movie? It was more of along the lines of, man, like they could have done a few more things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Um. Funny you ask, Joe. Funny you ask. So with the TV series, I did see the first season when it came out with the wife, but I'm actually because I told you guys I'm working on my Patreon. I didn't launch it yet because I want to get some content out there built up for you guys. I'm actually working on that behind the scenes, reviewing that. So yes, some of it. And you guys want to know how I feel about it? You'll see when the Patreon drops and you get the Patreon. But I get what you're saying though. But you know what it is? I'm so used to watching like. Well, again, I've only seen the original. So, and in the original, what do you see? You see an exorcism going on. You see more of that kind of this. This almost felt to me like a I don't know. It felt more like a what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say like a cop movie, like a true crime type of figure it out type of thing for a lot of it,
Okay.
more so than an
Okay.
Exorcist movie. And I understand, with the whole shit. James ain't gonna make it. He just messaged me. It's all
Okay.
good. Um, but I don't, like I said, I didn't hate it. And now that we know, it's just gonna be us two. I gave this movie a 3.5.
Okay.
I gave this movie a 3. That's what I'm starting out with.
What the hell's that?
What? What are you talking about?
You didn't hear that just now? Spanish music has started playing out of nowhere.
I didn't hear it.
I was like, what the fuck is going on here? But so you gave it a 3, you said?
3.5.
I wasn't mad at it. I watched it late night. So I definitely wasn't upset to watch it. Do I feel like they could have done slightly better and they could have taken the time to give you more of that creep factor with some of the situations? Yes. This one compared to the first one to me was a 5.
Was it 5? Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at it. Like it could have scored a little bit higher had it had a few more moments like the first one did to kind of set you back, give you that oh shit.
Yeah.
But even the one spot where I feel like they really tried to. Should we just start talking about it, or should I still kind of
Oh yeah. I was just gonna pull
safeguard
up
and be
Joe's
vague?
comments. We're talking about you hearing the Spanish music only in your head,
No, I'm telling you that shit was just going on. I don't know what the hell happened,
and then
but
just about the show really quick. Someone who was in our magazine did a storyboard for that show. That's fucking amazing. That's awesome.
oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Now go ahead. What were you saying? Yeah, we could just dive right in.
It so I feel like with the first one, obviously it's kind of a classic, right? It's a cult classic. It was a especially for the time of it, it was a very like shock movie. You know what I mean? It was a very like holy shit, how did this even make it to theaters to for the time?
See,
This one obviously was not that.
with the original, really quick, what I do want to say is I would love to do this in two different ways. Go back in time at this age and see the movie, already knowing what happened, already seeing it, but seeing it in the theaters for those with those people that seeing it in the 70s, because that's like, oh my goodness, this is. I mean, just the exorcism factor, the whole religious factor with it. I'm sure people are a lot more religious then than they are now. I'm assuming. I can't make a fact of that. And of course, still loving horror and seeing that and being like terrified of it, terrified of it. And then I would love to go back at this age again, but in that time period with that same mind frame of not seeing anything, whatever the craziest movie it was at the time, you've seen that, and then you go out and see that. You know what I
It
mean?
was
Like seeing
it
that.
was it was pretty much this.
No, no, that's what I'm getting at. What I'm saying is like going back in time when this originally came out, right? Seeing it in theaters with the mindset of already seeing it and seeing all the crazy shit I've seen nowadays, but seeing it with those people for the first time, with them how
It
they
wouldn't have the same effect on you then.
no, but then also going back and seeing it for the very first time in that theater in that time frame, like, and not seeing any other, you know what I mean? Like all my other horror movie history from whatever came out after this,
Mm-hmm.
never seen. Like it's not that I've never seen, it's just not there. You know what I mean? It's like a different universe. That's what I mean by that. Just because it would be cool to see these. This is one of those type of films. I'd say Jaws. There's more. Of course, I'm talking about the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Just seeing those films when they came out in theaters again and seeing it for the first time, like, oh my god! But with that same mindset those other people have, like, oh my goodness, I can't believe they fucking did this movie. I feel that would be such a great experience and such like a I don't know. I would love to see that because then you can go on again if you have the same memory going back and forth. You can go on to like, okay, so this really was one of the scariest movies that ever came out. Not just the whole this is the scariest movie that ever came. They say it about every damn movie nowadays that comes out. This is the scariest movie. People get sick in theaters. People are passing out and just to sell tickets. And it's usually the same fucking like night vision effect of like the same people from 25 different fucking horror movies. That's terrifying.
Yeah, but I mean, this movie was one of those that set people back. Not only it wasn't really so much for the effects of it; it was more so of the holy shit, that's dark. Holy shit, she's screwing a fucking a crucifix. Holy shit, like this is really demon. This is like
Oh yeah. Oh
holy
no.
cow. You
It's
know what I mean? And then the gruesomeness a little bit that they showed, the vomiting and all that shit. Like that was all new. That was all just like what the fuck.
and then the shit around it. Like if you watched it's on Shutter, I believe, Cursed Films with not only the original Exorcist, but there's quite a few horror movies, which I need to rewatch that and watch season 2 as well. People dying, just that stuff that happened to people on set or people that had involved in those films, and it's just like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
It makes you wonder, was that a prank and shit that was going on the scene from, all these people that know how to make special effects and things, happen or whatnot, what I mean, without making it seem like they're doing anything, you know what I mean? Or was it like, yo, that set was haunted? Like, what the fuck happened
No,
there?
there was no prank because there was people that like legit like died or got killed or something like crazy shit, not just like somebody falling or whatever. I'm sure here and there could have been pranks, I'm sure, but I mean there was like there's some wild shit. There's some wild shit. Now with this again with this one though, like some of speaking of effects, what I did like is the when they go back to the cell where the guy's locked up on his own. Or no, matter of fact, it's when the bald headed pastor is going in there or whatever, and well, they call him father, so it'd be a pastor, more of a priest. But when they're doing the cells, eyes were like that orangish, yellowish. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's the possessed
The
part,
possessed look
right?
for that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like it's. I know it seems kind of cartoony nowadays. But I still think it's kind of cool because nowadays you'll see. Well, I only say that because nowadays when you see movies where people are getting possessed, usually they're either like a. They look almost they're like black, but they look like they're like
Yeah, that's
so
corny.
they're like black or whatever, or like black blood coming from their, like the red or black blood coming down their eyes.
Mm.
And I just like the color, the colorful part of that. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I like that. I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, no, the stupid black eye shit or the fucking wide eye or whatever. It's corny. To me, it's corny. The modern day shit's corny. This is dope.
I like them. I mean, I enjoy both. I have fun with both. I think both fit for the eras that they were put out in.
I
So
feel like it's too basic. This you actually have to do something other than just put in a fucking cap. You know what I mean? Or just CGI it out. This one, the character got to play and emote to him with
yeah,
them in and shit like that. You know what I mean? They shot the shot perfectly with the light being right on the part they wanted to focus on.
you
Like,
could say that too. Yeah, you could definitely say that too.
I just did. I know.
I'm just saying you could say that too. Shit. I don't know, man. I kind of wish, you know what it is. I wish this movie had felt more of a, even if you don't say more like an Exorcist movie. I wish it felt more like a horror movie, just in general. To me, it didn't really feel like a horror movie that much. It really didn't. For the title of this film, I think that's the biggest thing about it. Like if you just called this the possession, even
Well, the reason why it's still called The Exorcist
I
is
know because it's
because
connected.
yeah, right.
It is
He's the priest that did the exorcism
from the original.
from
Yes,
the original. You know what I mean? So it's still about the exorcist.
it
This
just
time now he's the one who got
yeah.
demonically
I mean,
possessed.
I get. You could even say it's the after effects, so to speak, of the consequences of doing the exorcism and all this other shit. But I just wish it could have been a little better. Well, quite a bit better because I gave it a 3.5.
I didn't mind the cop aspect of it. I wish the moments they chose that they did to try to be creepy with things, like the fucking ceiling walk, them coming out of nowhere, the build up to the nurse being in the house and then all of a sudden reaching down out of nowhere. The shit
Yeah.
with him being able to use his mind, use the one vessel's mind to body hop, to let the demon shows that he grew his strength, he's gotten more
Hmm.
demonic, and then it's kind of like they put him they put it in basically calls the mental ward essentially the devil's playground, right? Because he's like, oh shit, it's so easy to possess the what are they called, the canatonic, the
Yeah. Yeah.
ones that aren't responsive or that don't really know what the hell's going on or whatnot. It's like, yo, that's his playground. That's, he can do whatever he wants there. He can control whoever he wants. He doesn't have to fully possess them. He doesn't have to go through the process of like grooming them and fucking building strength. He's already at that point now.
That's true. That's true. Did you know? What is it? Was it Herschel from The Walking Dead was in this movie? He
Was
was.
he?
Yeah. Dr. Temple. My wife pointed
Mm,
that out, and then she's like, "Oh," I was like, "Who is that?" I'll pull it up. Give me a second.
I'm like, what? There was a male doctor too in this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you playing a commercial or something?
Me? I'm not playing anything.
What the fuck is going on with my computer?
I have nothing else. The only windows I have open, I have Facebook, the thing where I do the ratings, and now this Google page.
What is my computer doing? Like I just heard a renters.com fucking or apartments.com commercial with Jeff Goldblum like out of nowhere. Lord have mercy.
That's him right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Herschel.
It's really interesting all these different characters or actors and stuff like that, like seeing them appear in different things like this is
I
kind of
lo-
cool.
I was gonna say that's something I love. Like, I mean, who was it? Johnny Depp, The Nightmare on Elm Street. You had Kevin Bacon and Friday the 13th, the original. And just, I know there's more out there, but this guy right here played Herschel. But I love how you have those names and from, say, excuse me, from a horror film or whatever, and they're like a small character, not a huge scene, not a huge role, pretty cool kill in it. And then later on down life, you're just like, holy shit, this is a fucking big name actor. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? So yeah, it is pretty cool.
Like I obviously I mean having the old lady see that's some of the creepier part, and then you don't know because the suspense build as it develops and they get more details and they start telling you some of the details that they didn't release from one of the other killers, and
Yep.
you're like, so is this a copycat, what's going on? And then you're like, oh shit, this person must have had some type of medical experience, right? And you're like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like with
and
the Gemini killer thing he was talking about.
well, besides that, just how they were saying how he was killing them when they
Yep.
were like, oh, he cut them out and bled them out, not a drop of blood. Oh, he cut off this thing and did this, and there's no wrong incision or anything. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, they know what they're doing. So who's doing this? And then you're in the hospital. And then the one other thing that was really cool that I liked that was could have been a little bit more impactful was when the one nurse is just walking around trying to do her round. She gets scared and then she's going through, and then all of a sudden the lady in white fucking comes behind her and shit, and then you see the head statue of the Jesus, whatever, Virgin Mary missing its head, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? And finally at the end when that nurse shows up at his crib, and you're like, what? And then she's like, oh hey, can we go back to the hospital now? Like, she's out of it. You know what I mean? She's obviously one of the patients or whatnot. She doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Well, she was
And
like,
then,
"Can I go to bed yet?" or something, or is it
yeah,
bedtime?
she was one of the loonies. She was one of the ladies who didn't have her mind in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't an actual nurse.
But
You know what I mean? So it's like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden reaches down and the possession's there, and then it gets interrupted right in the nick of time. The grandmother saves the daughter. The priest walks into the room at the hospital. And it's like,
mm,
oh, you're here? You just bothered me. Like, let's do this because you don't even know what you just walked into. I'm like, oh, fuck.
yeah, like those last few moments are kind of picked up somewhat.
Yeah, it was a slow build up until probably like 45 minutes, 50 minutes or so. And then the last like 20 minutes, it started like dropping shit. And then the last 15, 20 minutes of the movie was just like, oh, shit.
Yeah, yeah,
I
pretty.
wish they would have done better with like the whole crucifix thing, him coming out of the ground when he finally asked the cop, so do you believe? And he's like, yeah, I believe. And then all
Mm,
of a sudden, the devil raises the priest himself out of the ground on a crucifix. Is like, help me. It's like, yeah, you're gonna believe even more now. Like, I just said I believe. What the fuck?
So my wife did point out one other person in this. Your favorite basketball player, Patrick Ewing, was in this.
I thought that was Patrick Ewing.
Yep.
I thought
She's
that
like,
was
isn't that a
Patrick
bad?
Ewing.
And for whatever reason,
Wait, how is he my favorite basketball player and why? I don't understand.
you used to love the New York Knicks when you were about 12.
No, I've never liked the Knicks.
Oh,
Yeah, no, never would have
listen,
said that to anybody ever.
let me have my moment of making shit up.
They're one of the worst teams in history, other than when Ewing and them made it to the finals and they got their asses kicked by fucking the Pacers or Reggie. But
I'm just making shit up, man. Just
Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, no, because I've never said that.
we've, but me and you, is all the conversations we've had, it's barely been about sports because you're like, I don't really watch sports like that.
Not anymore. I used to follow. Like I was really big. I
That's
followed.
nowadays.
Yeah, I followed like Chris Webber, fucking Shaq coming out of college and shit like that. I
Oh,
used to be big into it. But yeah, they did okay with it. Like I said, I didn't mind the cop aspect. I didn't mind the slow build. The payoff was almost worth it at the end. It just I just wish it would have been a little bit more of the what the fuck factor like the first one was. But then again, how do you top the first one? Like there's barely any movies that top it nowadays.
I would even say not even necessarily if movies top it or not. It's how do you replicate it? Like you, if you're gonna make a sequel to something like that, you're like you're expecting it to be like phenomenal. Like holy shit! Even if
Right,
it's
that's
not as good as the original, as good as the original, you're like holy shit. And then when it's not, it's just it's just like I watched it. And I'm gonna say the same thing when I watch fucking 2, 4, and 5, probably because I'm gonna eventually watch 2, 4, and 5 just because, and then go back and watch the original, of course. Just I mean the original is it's a great movie. Funny story about the original is I remember the first time I seen it over at my cousin's house. I think I was about 11, 12 ish.
mm-hmm.
I thought the shit was funny. Like I'm fucked up because I was
What?
I'm dead serious. I remember we were watching it. It was over in Colony. Well, where his mom lives still, but you know, and like we were watching in his room, and he had the stereo and all this shit, and I just laughed during the movie. Like I was so I don't know what it was because I've seen so many movies, so many horror movies up to that point. 'Cause like I told you guys before, I started when I was around 5 years old. So seeing this movie 6, 7 years later, however many years later it was, it could have been later than that. I don't know.
This was like 77, I think.
73, I want to say 73, I think. But I'm saying from when I seen, I'm not that old, guys.
Yeah.
I'm not that old, and I'm just I don't know. Like to this day, my wife said this movie still fucks with her. Like with the whole what was it? The exorcism scene, especially with Regan, all that shit with Regan and all that crazy shit that goes on there.
Yeah, there's definitely something about that movie and the way it does things and builds things and then sets up and then lets the demon play with you as well. And like
Yeah,
there's just something about that movie that still you get a little bit of that hair raise. Even though you know what's happening, what's coming, it's still just like, man, what the fuck?
that's a great thing though, man. That's one of those things to where I mean, I haven't seen it. Well, it doesn't do that for me, but it's one of those things to where I say it's a really good horror, a great horror movie, and maybe one of the best ever. Not saying it's one of my favorites. Not saying that it's the greatest and all that other shit. I'm saying maybe it's one of the best ever for the fact that it still puts that fear into people. Like at the end of the day, that's what you want from a horror movie is to one way or another put that fear into you. It maybe even almost to the part to where like you're almost like anytime I watch this movie, I have nightmares, or anytime I watch this movie, the movie scares the shit out of me. I don't know if I really want to watch it. Type of that to me, that's great. That means this horror, especially for this type too, more so for this than like a slasher or anything like that, but more so for like the paranormal, the religious type, anything that deals with something like that, spiritual shit, because it feels more realistic to people. You can connect more with it. A lot of people can connect more with it because of course, a big thing with religion and just in general. And I think that's what it is with The Exorcist. I think that's what it is with the original Exorcist. Is there's so much that goes into it, so much that ties into it, and I'm not even talking about older people that seen it back in the day that still love it and appreciate it. I mean, ones that are around our age that love it and appreciate it, and still have that kind of slight fear slash respect for it. That
It's
makes that helps it a lot.
it's almost that vibe of like when you're watching a horror movie nowadays and you take something like The Ring or something like that, right? Or like fucking I haven't seen the VHSs, but
Those are good.
something where like they get something and they're like, the fuck is this? This is weird. And then they like kind of put it in and they're watching it and they're just like, and then something bad is about to happen. And even it's like the character in the movie is kind of like, something's off. You know what I mean? That
Yeah,
feeling that you see them get and that you kind of get like, what the fuck's about to happen here? It like does that.
I could
That
say
movie
that.
does that to me, where it's
I could see that.
like, is there some like demonic shit about to be? Did I just open a portal by playing this fucking movie?
See, see, and again, that's what I love about it is that it affects people like that. That's what I still enjoy about the movie. That's what I think makes it like one of the greats is that. And I feel like Jaws, to an extent, is almost that. Jaws made a lot of people
See,
afraid
to
of
me,
oceans.
Jaws isn't shit.
Jaws made a lot of people afraid of oceans. It's a really good movie though, and I mean, I
Agree
don't.
to
I
disagree, I guess.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine. It's not for everybody.
I've never understood what people liked about Jaws. Don't get me wrong; it's a cool movie for like the effects of the time, and that was Spielberg, right?
I'm terrible with shit like that. Big of a horror fan as I am, I'm terrible with names. I tell you guys this.
Pretty sure it was Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, you know what I mean, and that's kind of what I think. This is pretty much what's ended up kind of getting him going. But yeah, like I don't see it as a horror movie. I don't see it as a like I don't know.
Vince.
It's just like a all right. It's fucked up if there's a shark that big, but other than that, I guess.
But again, it could be one of those movies. If you've seen it in that time, it may affect you way different. You know what I mean? And I will say
Yeah,
this:
I guess.
this probably won't change your effects too much if you've seen it nowadays. But I did see it a couple years ago in theaters. That was fucking. That was awesome. Just because you're seeing it on the big screen and you're seeing this movie and like the open water and shit,
Yeah.
it just a tiny bit. It almost felt like you were like right there. You
Okay.
know what I mean? Almost like looking through, not watching a movie, but almost like looking through a window. Like if you open the window, you can touch the water.
Nice.
And I would love to see The Exorcist in theaters. By the way, I would love to see any of these older films. I know The Thing is going to be playing in certain theaters this week and this weekend. I would love to see that in theaters because why the fuck not? That would be awesome. I got the pleasure of seeing Jaws and Nightmare on Elm Street in theaters. That was fucking. Those are both dope to see in theaters. But again, back to The Exorcist 3. This is another one of those movies that I am a little disappointed in the fact that I don't have much to say about it.
I mean, really? You don't want to talk about any of the aspects that failed you, or like you feel like they shortcoming, or you were like they could have done this better? Like you don't want to complain about it?
Well,
Nothing?
all
No
right.
parts you liked about it? Like,
One second, one second. Wait a minute, Joe. You think it'd be me that can't swim, and I can actually swim. I'm not fucking with the ocean.
you don't do beaches?
Nah.
Seriously? Have you ever been to a beach
Yeah. I
and
just
you don't go swimming?
nope, not anymore.
How the hell you just sit your black ass on the fucking salt and just fry out there without going in the water?
I don't go to the beach. That's how.
You just say you've been to the beach
Well, yeah, when I was like I think the last time I went to a beach, I was maybe like 11 years old. If that old.
and you ain't go swimming? Yeah, I
Back
used
then,
to try to test how far I could go before it could start to take me away. Like,
nah. That back then I
man,
would go in the ocean, but nowadays, nah, I won't fuck with that. Give me a
nah,
pool.
it was the crabs and fucking shit on the bottom that used to get to me, not anything else. The jellyfish, you know what I mean? Like, oh fuck, I don't want to get stung by that.
Yeah, because then somebody would have to pee on you.
Well, I would just get some toast, spread it out,
The
jelly,
fuck?
jelly.
Oh god, SpongeBob.
It's a jellyfish. Get it?
Oh
Spread it
god,
on toast.
that went over my head. But no, I wasn't expecting that. All right, so for as far as what I didn't like I said, it just maybe if they focus the movie more on the original priest. I know they kind of did, but maybe they really focused on him more. I've never seen part two, so maybe part two does this, and then you see how he gets into the where he is now, or maybe part two can be something completely different. I have no clue because I think part two is one that a lot of people don't like. I could be wrong, but anyway, let's just exclude part two. Let's just say part two doesn't do that. And if this one did that, kind of more on his story of what happened. Yes, I know what happened after, or yeah, more on his story of like what happened after, and maybe showing flashbacks, bits and pieces of part one. Even if it showed like certain parts at the end where does he fall out the window? Again, I haven't seen it, so I wrote it down the stairs. I don't remember. Anyways, however that one ended, you know what I mean? Kind of showing flashbacks of that, and then kind of seeing how he got to where he is now, and just like that story, and with all this other some of this other shit unfolding the way it did, because this movie was an hour and 49 minutes, and there was a good 45 minutes before stuff really started kind of happening, and then the rest was more of still building up some here and there, and then more of like what happened. I mean, like I get that the one priest dies in the confessional, actually gets killed in the confessional, and just I did like stuff like that, like the body, like how you were saying with the body jumping or whatever. So I did like that aspect of it, but still, it just didn't do enough for me. It just really
So
didn't do enough for me to like really just really. I had a fun time with it at best, but to like really enjoy it, to really say
see
like, oh shit, I want to see this again.
so to the point that you just said about the priest and all that stuff, right? So at first you're not like at first you see a priest. You see the vision of the person falling down the stairs, right? And that he
Yeah, yeah,
saw
yeah.
whatever, because the cop saw that. The cop was also there when all this shit was going down from the first one. So it's like, oh shit. And then he saw this thing afterwards attack somebody or just a kid push him down, right? And it's like, so now they're tying these things in, right? So then, but then on top of it, you got this priest there, and you're assuming this priest is going to be the priest that does the exorcist, or
Mm-hmm.
it's the new exorcist, right? He's going to be the one doing the exorcism. It's going to attack or whatever. He's going to be involved because he knows the case of the past. He was in close relation to the original priest and all this shit. Um, but then that's not the case. Not only does random murder start happening in the public, not just in a home with a child or a person who's been possessed and is acting funny to make
Mm-hmm.
the family, their alarms go off. But now there's shit happening in society. This thing's reach got further. Like, so that's why I think they tie in the whole like cop trying to figure out the mystery type deal,
Like
whatnot.
the murders or whatever. That okay, so
Yeah,
that makes sense. And then I mean, it still doesn't make me like it really much more, but that does make sense. And then like yeah, because the murders, the cops figuring that shit out.
yeah,
I
and then
still
they
feel like
kill off another priest in the confessional, like you said.
they
So
killed.
you're
Yeah, they
like,
killed
yo,
the
this
one
is
off.
a blatant attack on.
They killed the one off in the confessional, and then even the one that you were just talking about, the original priest. Because remember, he goes to the hospital,
Mhm.
and the cops like, look, you're smoking those cigarettes, I can kill you. And I forgot what the priest says exactly, but then the next day he ends up dead.
Right.
They have that
So
sheet.
I think that was set up. I think that was because of the demon that he even ended up in the hospital.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he was fine. I'm pretty sure he said he was fine, and then he was doing something over breakfast. The next thing you know, he fell or something, or he had. So it's like, yo, this demon's fucking reach. So he got him to the hospital where he wanted him.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And then you're like, oh, hey, that you wish it would have had more to do with the original priest. This whole movie revolved around the original priest because he was the vessel. And because of his holiness and his divineness, and since he was the one that defeated him, since he took him over, he's the reason he's gotten so strong. And 15 years have passed that he's been able to repiece his mind after he fucking lost it in the exorcism, and he's able to now control him and reach further.
I think it's just I don't know what it is. Something just didn't connect with me with this movie. There's
I
just
know,
something
but
that
I'm
made it.
making the connections for you. I'm trying to draw the lines for you that
No,
you maybe you didn't miss.
no. I get that. I understand that, but it's just like something that didn't really like I guess draw me in to be like again, oh shit. Like when I watch movies, I want to watch ones that I expect to really enjoy, like something like this. I was expecting to kind of enjoy, like really
Yeah.
enjoy to the point of oh shit, I'd love to watch this again. Matter of fact, because I didn't even know about 4 and 5, so you just mentioned that a little while ago. Matter of fact, why don't I watch the first three one of these days and kind of which I still may do. I'm still probably gonna end up doing it, watching 1 through 5. But I just I don't know, man. I know the next two are gonna be fucking garbage, but
See, and
again,
I recall seeing beginnings and Dominion. I remember enjoying them.
really,
Yeah. So I was like, okay, so maybe they just faltered a little bit in the middle there. and then brought it back later. Because I mean, so much time has passed, right? The first one came out in 73. The second one came out in 77. The next one that we just saw that we're reviewing now came out in
1990.
90. 13 years later.
And then what was the next one? Like
2004.
2004.
14 years later. And then a year or two later was the next one.
That's
Which,
crazy.
even though it was kind of like a cash grab, I want to say, on the last one, Dominion or whatever. All right, seriously, what the fuck is going on with my computer? These ads
Honestly,
are
that's
just popping up out of nowhere.
anything after I would say anything after part one, maybe a cash grab. But especially 4 and 5.
I mean, 2 at least has the cover of the girl. It's got her face on it. What was her name that played her?
Reagan?
No, what was the name of the actress?
Oh, again, I don't know. That part.
Linda Blair. Linda Blair.
Oh my god, I should fucking know that.
Yeah, yeah. And at least has her face on it on the cover as well. So it's like, okay, so at least this will be a direct relation or whatnot. But I got to go back and watch it too. But
Yeah,
like
same
I
here.
said, I wasn't mad at this one. You know what I mean? I
No,
wasn't mad at it.
I'm not mad at it. And honestly, this is one that could possibly raise once I go back and watch the first two. Just so I can get like, well, for the original, obviously we've all seen it, but just so I can get like that fresh well, I said refresher is that refresher kind of, because the story's all jumbled and shit. But it's like once you see it again, you're like, okay, I remember. Oh shit, and you pay attention to it a little bit different with movies, especially with a movie like that in your adult years and you doing like your kid to teen years. Like I honestly can't tell you the last time I've seen the original Exorcist movie.
Mm.
It's if I didn't, I'll put it to you like this: if I have not seen it with my wife, I probably haven't seen the original since maybe my teen years, early 20s, maybe, and into teen years, mid to late teen years, and that's at least what 15, 16 years ago, if not more.
Yeah,
That's a while.
yeah.
Versus, you know what I mean?
20 years ago.
Because it's not so, it's one and again, it's one of those movies that, yes, I agree, it's a really good movie, but as good as I feel it is, it's not one I go back to. Obviously, it's not one I go back to often. Maybe it's something, if I see it again more recent, I'll change that. I don't know, because I'm also like I'm weird because I'll watch movies, with certain movies, like, okay, this movie was awesome, I can't wait to see it again, I'll definitely watch it again. And then I also watch movies and I'm just like, okay, I've never new to. I don't mean brand new movies that just came, just new to me. If I've never seen it, it's like, okay, I want to see as many movies as possible. Boom, 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 boom. So I'm trying not to do the whole go back and watch what you're comfortable with. I guess that's the best way of saying it. No matter how good or bad they were, well, good.
I can't recall ever choosing to watch the first one or any of these other than Beginnings and Dominion myself
Really?
a second time. Like the first time I watched it, I think my dad had thrown it on or something. The second or third time that I had watched it, it was always somebody else's choice to watch the movie. Like I always got the fucking spine tingle, fucking just hearing the name. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Something about that first time stuck with me that, like I said, I even still, like, if I do catch it, like, I'm not gonna watch it, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I don't know what you're fucking with. Like, I get the Ouija board feeling from this movie. You know what I'm
I see.
saying?
Now that I won't fuck with the Ouija board. You can kiss my black ass on that one. Like I'll speak for James. He would probably do it. But me, nah, fuck, no. There's
No.
this certain shit I'm not touching. I'll do the whole haunted tours. I'll do the haunted drive tours, the walking tours. I'll do that. I may even do an overnight thing. But I'm gonna tell you right now though, if I do an overnight thing, I can't be by myself. I don't give a shit what anybody says. You're gonna have
Right,
me
right.
sitting there by myself, scared as shit.
There's just certain things. Like the first time fucking with a group of people trying the whole Bloody Mary and the whole fucking Candyman thing, bro. That was all I needed. I was good.
Yo, I am 36 years old. I still have never said Candyman in the bath, well, in any mirror, 5 times. I just don't think it's a good idea.
I'm like, nope.
Bloody Mary, I may have done, but Candyman, nah, I honestly haven't. Bloody Mary's a maybe,
It's
but
just some certain things for some reason, man. Like I don't know. There's a lot of things I can hear and I can see, and I won't get the heebie-jeebies about. But there's certain things that when you get that feeling, man, you better listen to your intuition, bro. Like I don't know. I don't
Oh yeah.
know.
See now, if I get like that weird gut feeling or like that feeling in the back of your mind, it's like, yo, don't fucking do this. This is terrible. I'm not gonna do it. Now, if I get that feeling, because I've had this one too, which again I'm gonna go back to when I went out to Colorado last summer and we did that little tour, the shine, for the shine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, wasn't where the actual movie was shot. Was King, but whatever. There were certain spots, like especially in this room where they turn the lights off and close the door. I got like an eerie feeling, but it was more so like, if I see something, I'm running type of feeling, not like I'm in danger right now, but it was more like, because I told you guys I was dead ass right next to the door. I believe I'm the one who even turned off the light switch. I think the lady was like, "Can you turn off the light?" Because it was like right behind me, so I knew where the light switch was. I knew where the door was. Like, listen, that little dumb lollipop thing, if that was in my hand, if that just came out of my hand and floated and just threw somewhere, I don't even care if somebody pranked me and grabbed it. I'm taking I'm taking the fuck off, and I know Henry's black ass will be following me. I know for a fact if you were there, you'd be out too.
Well, I'm not asking no questions. I'm not even gonna be like, "What happened?" Nope, I'm gone. Nope,
Yo,
no
I'm
ifs,
still,
ands, or buts
I'm
about
still
it.
be in the car. And so what are we gonna tell our girls when we get back home? Yo, this tour was fucking easy.
Yeah, I would. Nope, you'd have to come track me down if you made it out, because I'd be walking home by that time already.
Yeah, we would have been. I'm telling you, we would
Fuck
have met up
that.
at the car. Like, yo, let's just go back to. Fuck it, let's go back. Go home.
Where's Chris? Call him. Yeah, bro, I'm on fucking I-66 already, 3 miles out. If you want, come scoop me. I'm not spending another fucking night anywhere near this motherfucking place.
We
No, thank
stayed.
you.
We stayed maybe like it was like a 5 minute, 10 minute drive max from there.
Nah, bro. Nah.
But
Nope.
nah, it was nah. It was. We were up in the mountains, kind of. So I'm not. I'm not. No, I'm not traveling that night in the mountains either.
Yo, I'm telling you, in college, we broke into a place
What
at
up?
night. What up, Mick?
Was good. Oh,
We
by the
broke
way,
in. What up?
I was just gonna say for I had this going across the bottom of the screen. Next episode 306, the thing, the 40-year anniversary, and Mick is actually gonna be a part of that. Half of the senior snobs, and so is
Nice.
Casey. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. So make sure you guys tune in for that. But go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off, man.
No, yeah, in college, fucking a group of us decided to take a drive out to some place that one of my friends happened to see this fucking place, right? Side of the road somewhere, like off in the distance. We decided it was going to be a good idea one night to fucking load up the car with a couple girls, our friends. We had, actually, there was a couple cars. It was like 12 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, we decided to break into this place through a fucking window in the basement. It was all boarded up. Like, bro. And let me tell you, that place was so fucking creepy. Like, we knew to expect certain things like rodents and shit like that, right? But we
Yeah,
got
yeah,
inside, the floors were broken, the fucking ceilings were caving, walls, right? And like no graffiti or nothing. One or two rooms, right? One or two fucking spaces in certain spots had graffiti, but everything else just looked like it just dilapidated. And it's like one of them scenes from like you're walking through like a fucking horror movie type shit, bro. Pitch black. We got nothing but fucking one or two fucking flashlights that are like the mag small lights, right? The
Mhm.
batteries are dying on them. We're holding up cell phones, flip phones. This is 2005, right? 2004, 2005. We're holding up flip phones open, constantly hitting the button to kind of help us light our way. The noises and shit, bro. The feel in that place. When we all got done and finally got out, we must have been in there 2 hours, 2.5 hours. We went probably 3 or 4 floors. It was like a 6 or 7 floor fucking building, right?
Mhm.
We didn't know, we didn't see poster signs, nothing. When we got through with that place and we got out, come to find out, supposedly there's a tale about the place in the town, and it used to be a fucking old mental asylum.
Wow.
Bro, it was the weirdest fucking thing. And then like we're not thinking about shit like that. We're seeing gurneys and shit. Like we're just like, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? Maybe it's an old hospital or something. Old mental asylum, straps, straight jackets. We're passing shit. Now, like after the fact, we're thinking about like, yo, was that? Yo, what?
That's
Are we
nuts.
serious right now? Like, you know what I mean? Like the next day, 2 days later, we're like, and we go drive by it. Signs posted. private property,
Hmm.
trespassing, not allowed, blah, blah, blah. You see the old sign fucking slanted hanging from the facility that it was. And I'm just like,
Fuck.
oh, shit. Oh, shit. Everybody's like, what? Never again. Never again, bro. Never. The one and only time I was ever part of a B&E. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
never
yeah.
again. Nope.
So funny thing, it's just funny that you mentioned that. Probably, obviously, because this movie and shit. But me and James were talking about this. So Saratoga, there's a hospital. There's like an old rundown hospital, whatever. It's for sale now. I think they wanted like 200 grand for it. I forgot what, but it's supposed to be. Supposedly, it's haunted, and that would be dope to have the money to buy that. Because if that's legitimately haunted, and then that's an easy fucking tour place. That's an easy bed and breakfast. That's an easy hotel. I mean, if you wanted to switch it over, people
I
will
was gonna
want to
say,
go
how
there
much is it gonna cost to actually like make it all right though for it? You know what I
to
mean?
renovate it. Yeah, renovation. I mean, it would cost some bread. It would definitely
Oh
cost
yeah.
some bread because you need the
Oh yeah.
bread to buy it, and then you need the bread to fix it up so it's safe for people to go in there and kind of. I don't know because I guess I don't know how that works though for something that's haunted or whatever. As far as like, because yes, you want to preserve the building. You want the building to be able to be safe if you're going there to make a profit or whatever. Even if it's a museum for an educational purpose, whatever the case may be, it needs to be safe for people to go in and out of. So it's like, do you move this stuff around to certain rooms? Do you know what I mean? Like, what do you do if something like, say, if something happened in the room? Say it's a hospital number like, room like 95, like
Mm-hmm.
wing E95. You don't want to touch too much of that if something really happened in there. But at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
you want to make it safe enough for people to go in there if it's an older, rundown. So I wonder how that works. That may be a simple. There may be a simple answer to that, but I seriously wonder how that works. Like, do you just put all fresh new shit, and is it just like say the gurneys with the part that was haunted, the
Mm.
fucking, you know what I mean, or is it the whole room? Is it something in this room?
Listen, bro.
It's
Like I said,
tough.
I've only in that place between the noises, and I forgot this one thing. We were somewhere in the center of the building, like first floor, main floor,
Mm-hmm.
and it was summertime. It was fucking summertime. Okay, it was like May, end of May, just before school got out. Bro, I shit you not, everybody was like, what the fuck is that? And we all huddled together, was like, why is it so fucking brick? We started
Mm-hmm.
walking and shit. The noises started getting worse. We left that floor, didn't come back, but we still heard shit moving and shit. Like, I'm telling you, it was one of the weirdest fucking
Yep.
experiences of my goddamn life, bro.
Saving that's.
I'm good. I'm good.
So you
Nope.
wouldn't do any of that haunted stuff, like going on a tour or anything?
I mean, I'll do some research on it and I'll see if, like, you know, I mean, what was the success rate of survivors?
Well, I
Gauge
mean,
it on that. But if
okay.
I knew for a fact, yo, this is like the most haunted place in America, this, that, and that, you went there. First of all, I ain't going there with nobody who's got fucking equipment to contact and talk to these motherfuckers and get responses. Nope. Secondly, I ain't going there with anybody who thinks they're like a witchin' or anybody who has some type of connection to any type of fucking like occult or spiritual realmery.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Nope, not doing it. Not doing it. Not doing it. Like, not doing it.
So you're just not going to go there at all, then?
I'll go. I'll be moral support. But if it's like, if I know for a fact, like there's a ton of shit that's been going on there throughout history that no one can explain, I'm not. I'll wait outside.
I mean, outside could be just as crazy. You never know.
Wait outside.
He said, "Way outside. I'll wait from home."
I'll
That's what
wait
he
in the
says.
car outside of the fence. Like, I'll keep watching the lights from you, flashlights on the inside, the
You'll
screams
go
and
like,
shit.
okay, so where's the Crystal? So where's the exact line that where it's not spooky haunted shit to where I can just like watch from a distance, like, oh, over there across the street. Okay, I'm gonna park the car over here, guys.
Then I turn around, it's a fucking graveyard.
Oh shit.
It's
But
quiet over there. You'll be fine.
I see now. For me, I would if it was a guy. Like, I'm not gonna go into like trespassing going to this shit because that's just asking for trouble. I think even more so than go. Yeah, people could say, yeah, but you're going on a tour. But yeah, but at least I'm not.
You
I'm
think
paying
the
for the.
tour asked them if it's cool if they bring people
Hey, listen.
to the place they're haunting? I'm good.
I don't know. I
I'm
just feel
good.
like it's better. Probably because it's legal. That's probably the only reason why. Because it's like if you get caught, like, just imagine doing that shit. It's like, oh shit, I'm a grown ass man sneaking in this spot. Something stupid happens. The cops are coming. It's like, okay, do you want the ghost to catch you or the cop? I guess the cop in that sense.
I mean, for you or James, I mean, I'm sure it's worth a ticket. You know what I
Ah,
mean? I'm sure it's worth a citation.
nah, it's not worth
For
citation.
me, I'm good. I don't want
Because
to
I'll say,
risk dying for a citation and excitement.
no, fuck that. Just go on a tour. Just go on a tour. You wouldn't even do like the local tours because I know there's something in Schenectady. I know there's shit in Troy. I'm sure there's shit
Like
in
I
all.
said, I would do some research and figure out what exactly happened and took place. Like if they're like, "Oh, so and so lived here and it's haunted by them," supposedly, is one thing. But if I read like, "Yo, people disappeared in that town, was never explained. For some reason, this is the hotspot of like spiritual activity. Some crazy motherfucker used it as his fucking temple of killing and all this shit."
Doom. Nah.
Hell no. If I know some heinous shit happened there, nope. Especially with nowadays all this talk about different metaverses and manifesting shit, and like your dreams are actually just another fucking universe that you're seeing that you can still get to because you can take the actions to. I'm good. I'm good. The whole third eye shit, that nope. I'm good. Nope. There's a reason you get those eerie feelings. There's a reason shit like that fucking out of nowhere, especially if you've never been, you don't have experience, you don't know the history of the place or nothing. And then all of a sudden, like certain things are nope.
Okay.
There's a reason, man. Energy. You got ghost hunters that'll take out electronic devices and fucking start giving you evidence and shit. What else do we need to know whether or not, hey, the physical realm is the only existence? No, there's other shit going on out here. Just like there's aliens, just like there's this, that, and the third. Fuck that. I'd rather meet an alien in person, let him come down, tell me he's gonna beam me up, and serve him dinner first, than go do some shit like this that I know some evil shit happened in. I swear to God.
Oh
You can
shit.
phone me home all you want, but you cannot come and fucking haunt my ass and come home with me. Not happening.
Shit. Alien might do worse than haunt your ass. Who wants to watch Weed Wolf? That's for you. I'm assuming. I don't think Chris wants to watch Weed Wolf, Mick. I don't think he wants to watch it. And I didn't kick him out, guys. He did that on his own. I did not kick him out. But that's your
Since we're
response.
almost done, I came back. If not, I would have just went and served fucking dinner.
There's your answer, Mick. There's your answer. But
I'd rather go through one of these fucking horrible experiences with a fucking haunting than watch that movie again. Or even talk about it ever again.
that could be arranged.
No, because I can just choose not to do that or watch Werewolf ever again. I'm just saying, if I was forced to, it'd be different.
How would you be forced to?
You drug me, hit me over the head, throw me in the back of a van, pay me enough money, and get me drunk. You know, there's a lot of things I might do while I'm drunk. No, I'm kidding.
He said you drug me. You know that looks bad. Get me drunk, hit me over the head with something. Just everything.
All of a sudden, I wake up in a black room strapped to a fucking chair or gurney in one of those places. Nope.
Chris, here, drink some of this. What is it? It's coquito. Do you like that?
Yeah, you know how. Yeah, I used to. I mean, I like it, but I can't do it no more.
Well, whatever that beverage is you like, that'd be the easiest way to get you.
Water, orange juice.
How do you roofie water or orange juice without it tasting weird? Not roofie like that. I mean,
I've never noticed before.
drop, Chris will be watching you just drop something in his drink. He ain't gonna do nothing crazy. Like you say, you
Well,
wake up.
thanks for the Tylenol, man. I've had a headache. My back's been killing me. Appreciate
You wake
you.
up in a silent. Like, what the fuck? God damn
Like,
it.
not again.
Again, man.
Is
But
there a girl involved in this one this time at least?
no, it's gonna be a ghost feeding you your favorite food.
Jesus
Then
Christ.
are you scared or are you happy?
Well, as long as it ain't Freddy Krueger force feeding me till I explode.
No, it's just feeding you whatever your favorite food is at that moment. You know, that moment, whatever you're really, really craving. And it has to be real food because I know what you're thinking. It can't be that. Oh shit! But I guess we can
I
wrap
can
this
live
one
on
up.
that. It's the only
Damn, I
sustenance I would ever need. That and water. That's all I ever need.
mean, you can get water from it before this goes down a worse. You know,
Alright, this is
crazy-
driving me fucking insane, bro.
I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't know what you're talking about. But we're gonna wrap this one up, people. So thanks for watching this episode 305, The Exorcist Part 3 movie review. Make sure you guys check out Horror with Sir Sturdy and make sure you guys check out the Z Network, as you can see scrolling right across the bottom. And next
Yay.
Thursday, like I told you guys, and I'll let this keep rolling across as we get out of here. But Thursday, episode 306, The Thing review with 2 W's because it's the anniversary. I did not accidentally do that. I did that on purpose because I'm so excited about it. 2 W's because it's the 40th anniversary on the 25th, which is Saturday, but the podcast is on Thursday. So tune in. Tune in. And listen to it again on the 25th if you want to listen to it on the 4th anniversary day. That's all.
It's true, you got options.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can come check me out, the worst damn gamer ever, aka Chris, your host. Obviously, you can catch me here with Sir Sturdy. You can catch me on Popcorn and Pints. You can catch me on the Midnight Matinee, which is my movie review. And we're going down the MCU. We are up to Doctor Strange, coming to you this Saturday night at midnight, 12 Eastern Standard Time. I play Fortnite, Apex, Wars. Nah, every once in a while I play Warzone. That fucking movie makes me almost as mad as, or game makes me almost as mad as We Will. Rocket League, which I'm starting getting to, and big news, guys. Big news to everybody out there. If you like games, if you like fun shit, if you like mini competition games like Mario Party or anything like that, Fallout Guys is free right now on the PlayStation Network. So I already had it on my hard drive. Finally, it's been made available to us. And I'm going to be getting down on that and getting it streaming. So if you want to see me have some fun, rage at times, talk some shit to some people, you want to play with me on stream, hit me up, let me know, send me your gamer tag, and we can do that. And keep in mind, the Z Network is a dope-ass place for content creators just like us. And if you're just like us and you got shit, come on down, check it out, watch, spread the word, let people know where they can see a variety of content, like Dreams the Creator, who not only can help you do what we do here in stream, he can also video your wedding, he can make you songs, he can do a beat for you, he can do editing, he can teach you how to do it all, he can help you set up a stream. Go check out Dreams the Creator on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Our other friend up in Canada, who's another great content creator, so good at scary, his name is Kyle. You can catch him with interactive stuff on TikTok, so go do it or stitch something on his page. If you love horror, you're gonna want to be there. Also, great part about So Good at Scary is if you're an independent filmmaker or content creator, if you have a horror project, 30 minutes or less, trailer, whatever it is, if you want us to review it, send it on down to the Facebook. Get in contact with him. He can get in contact with us, and we can actually review it live right here on this show, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So let him know Sir Sturdy sent you as well. And say hi to everybody from the Z Network. And Joe, who was in the chat, coming through, not only was in Facebook, swapped on over to YouTube. You can catch her on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, and am I missing one? Instagram. She's got a dope ass TikTok that she's starting up. She just started her own magazine, horror magazine. So if you're into anything in the dark space, whether it's be recipes to cook, you want some horror stories, some ghost stories, some movie reviews, some great conversation pieces, go check out Any Last Words with Joe and tell her we sent you and said, what up, girl?
Word. And I do, well, I'll talk to you about that when after we're done alone live about that game. But everybody, go to HorrorWithSir.com. You can get all my links and all that great stuff. And you'll also be able to find on Tuesdays and Thursdays where you can watch this show live. So go to HorrorWithSir.com. You'll get all that awesome information. And Tuesdays, Thursdays, we're live at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Those horror shorts, I'm telling you guys, I want some. Anytime you guys send them, we'll do them half hour or shorter. Send them in. Send them in. I do have some I got to check out in my email that was through one of your people though, Chris. Through, I think Kyle through you,
Oh,
through
I know.
someone through Kyle through you.
Yes, sir.
But I got to check those out, and we'll go over that and figure it out. But yes, there's that. And again, Thursday, the 40-year anniversary of the thing we are reviewing. Also, this Friday, guys, this Friday, Black Phone is coming out, the 24th.
Whoop whoop.
Within the next, I'll say, couple of weeks, we will be reviewing that on Horror with Sir Sturdy. Black Phone, you guys know, new horror movies. Certain ones gonna have to just knock them shits out, and that's
Was it
gonna be one
Sean
of them.
Penn?
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke. That's right.
And then this Saturday, Popcorn and Pints, 9 o'clock Eastern time. I honestly don't remember what we're reviewing, but you're gonna want to tune in for it. That's what I will say.
I got you. It is Dirty Dancing
Yes,
and
right.
what was the other one? Greatest Showman with Hugh Jackman.
There you go. Dirty Dancing and Greatest Showman with Hugh Jackman. Thank you so much. And
Yep.
you guys know Mr. Swayze's in Dirty Dancing. Stories from a Bar. Everywhere listen to podcasts, including Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Check out this amazing, awesome podcast. You're going to get brewery talk around the capital region. You're going to get some music talk with awesome independent artists. So you're going to definitely want to watch that. So it's like, okay, I'm in the capital region. I need, I want to know where I can go get a good brew from, a good brewski from. So if you're into those IPAs, you check out Stories from a Bar. And hey, I want to check out some new music, some people that, a lot of people never heard of. Again, Stories from a Bar, you're going to get that as well. I'm not saying that these artists aren't big or won't blow up, but I'm just saying the ones that aren't that, check it out. You're going to love it. Check out everybody on the Z Network. Just check us all out. Always have some awesome, fun content. If you guys did not know this, so Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I game now. I stream. That's like my consistent game schedule. I do still stream late night Saturday nights, and sometimes I'll get into that. Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 7:45 to I'll play for at least an hour. So 7:45 to 8:45. I try to shoot for 9, but sometimes I'm tired. I'm just like, you know what? I want to go relax. I want to lay down. So I'm gonna go do that. But anyways, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 7:45 to 8:45, but possibly 9 o'clock. Shoot for 9 always. That's one. Two is every Friday is gonna be Flashback Friday from here on out, from here until I say different, which is I play either the Super, the 64, the regular, PlayStation, or if I have to, I'll play the Switch, but it will be one of the old school games only from Super, 64, or Sega. And if they ever get Game Boy and they put Pokemon on there, that's a guaranteed going to get played. I'm telling you guys that right now. That's probably another one of my favorite games of all time, which if I had to choose, I told you guys Super Street Fighter is one of those games. Mm-hmm. Yes, I know it's just a fighting game, but it's still it's just one of those ones to where I know Chris, because we're around the same age. It was one of those games where your brothers, your cousins, everybody came over. You had those two controllers, and the winner stayed on, and it was just one of those. So it brings me back to those memories. I lost a lot in those days, but I'm winning now. And then Pokemon. Who didn't fucking love Pokemon? And if they get the Pokemon Red and Blue version in the Nintendo Game Boy Color Nintendo expansion, and it's on the Switch, I will be playing that a fucking lot. But anyway, so Flashback Fridays, I've been having. I started it this past Friday. I had so much fun. I actually played Super Street Fighter all the way through. Took me a little bit. Beat it with Ryu, right? Did the tournament thing with Ken. Lost in the second round, and then Saturday I did the same shit. I just didn't do the tournament. I went through it, beat the game with Ken. It took a lot longer that time. I don't know why. I took David like twice as long as far as many rounds, fights to do it in. But it just brought me back, and I know I did say this when I was gaming last, guys. When I was playing Super Street Fighter, I was like, every time I go through the game, like not the tournament mode, but I actually go through the actual game, I want to put it up 1 extra star. And I forgot to do that when I use Ken. So next time I go through that game, I have to go up to 2 extra stars until the game's at the full, I think it's like 7 or 8 stars. And that's how I'm going to play through the game from there on out. That's actually how it'd probably get me a hell of a lot better. So you are going to hear me raging and swearing and all that stuff when I'm playing that, because that's one of those games. I think it's the old school games that do it for me. The new school games, not so much. I might say shit, fuck, but not like in a like aggressive way. It's like, oh shit. But these old school games, yo, like Street Fighter, I was getting hype, winning and losing. Like I was, yeah, what the fuck? You can't all that shit. I was getting, and it's tune in to Flashback Fridays if you want to see that intensity of me gaming. I'm not gonna say Mondays and Mondays won't be the same because I'm actually playing Resident Evil Village on the days when my wife doesn't want to game Monday, Wednesday. So I'm gonna be playing that game, and that game can be pretty damn intense. And I'm just at the beginning. So yes, those type of games are bringing it out of me again, and I'm really enjoying it. So make sure you tune in for that. And it's gonna be strictly on my Twitch because I'm trying to really grow on there, get affiliate like this gentleman right over here. Make sure you check him out on Twitch too because he's doing some dope shit on there. You're gonna get some awesome, fun, funny content. And if you like seeing grown men get bullied by kids, that's your man.
I curse a lot.
They do. But it's fun, seriously. Go check out everybody on the Z Network. There's some great, amazing, awesome, fun, funny content. Check out our guys on the Scene Snobs. They will be here with us Thursday reviewing The Thing. I'll see you in your nightmares. Have an amazing night. One last important thing. This little QR code up here, that's for St. Jude for the kids. I know it's just for gaming, but if we're going to cheat somehow, this is the way to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's just for gaming, but guess what? Anytime I'm streaming, while I'm doing this QR code is going to be up there because it's for the kids. That's the most important thing in this world. We need to help them out. You know, if we could donate to this once this gets the money, which Chris said last episode, the parents don't pay a dime for this, which I think is just great. That's how it should be. First of all, these kids shouldn't be getting any type of diseases at all, but that's what life throws at us. This right here can help them. Let's help these kids. That's really all that matters. Between leaving a better world for them and leaving them strong, let's leave something better for them, and let's make sure they're here. Let's help these kids out.
Unless they're bullying me in Fortnite or Apex, and fuck them damn kids.
We're gonna get Chris some bully prevention eventually too. Maybe we'll get the kids' parents on sitting by them. Don't talk to Chris that way, guys. Have a good night, people.